can say I was sorry, but I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. What's done is done. And I can't change what's behind me. There's a lot of reasons, or there's a lot of excuses why I acted that way, but there are no reasons. But the point is, that's behind me. I want to do a lot of the things that we said we were going to do and never got to do. Oh God, I wrote so much stuff down. A lot of it had to do with I was afraid of commitment, and I know you think that I was insensitive, but a lot of it comes from that because I was afraid that anything I did for you that was good, any kind of love I showed you or any kind of little things I did would only lead you more down to a way that I didn't feel at the time. I think let me try to explain. Say I gave you a dozen roses for no reason at all. I felt, in my mind, how could I do that if I don't love her? And then she's going to say, oh, he must love me because he did that. And that's why I didn't do a lot of romantic things. I am a pretty romantic guy, and I know you find that hard to believe. I know a lot of people find that hard to believe. But I could be if I was up for a commitment, which I am now, and I wasn't at the time. So that's, that's that. Well, the other part of this intentions thing is, I've been saying I've been marriage-minded for a really long time. I mean, you know how I feel about that. And I'm not asking you to marry me, certainly not by videotape, and certainly not tomorrow in person. But I would like to think that if we got back together and we became a couple again, and it was working, that somewhere off in the distant future would be, the possibility of marriage. Kidding, it's a joke. I'm trying to make lighthearted of a serious subject. But yeah, I don't want to be running around anymore. I mean, I'm kind of repeating things I've told you in different conversations over the last couple of months, but I don't want to be running around anymore. I do want to get married. And yeah, I could see myself marrying you, especially if you were interested in marrying me back. But that's getting ahead of myself. But I want you to know that at least I have something like that in mind, that I'm not just bullshitting you, I miss you. I miss you. Nothing's been the same since you left, and I won't even try to hide that. None of the relationships have worked because of you. And I miss you, man. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I lost my lover, and I lost my best friend. And you lost your lover, and you lost your best friend. Okay, so that part's pretty even. But you gained a lover, and you gained a best friend. I gained a couple of lovers, or I gained one lover. But I gained no friends. There's nobody there to come home to call, to tell all the great stuff. And like right now, I feel my professional life is like at a 9, and my personal life is at like a 2. And it's been so hard up until that point. I always thought that that they were kind of even. Like I wasn't really happy professionally. I didn't really have everything I wanted personally. Now I really feel great about the way work is going. And of course my curse on that is to have no one to share it with. So in a lot of ways it sucks. Let me see. Well, I can tell you what going back out with me would solve a lot of problems. Because as for instance, I could have gone to that party with you, and then Enya wouldn't have had to not see me, and you could have come to Paulie's christening with me this last Sunday, because they were all asking about you, and I'm making light of it, but again, it was like really kind of a tough situation, because Christina wanted to invite you, and she felt silly about inviting you, and it's like your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends, and now like, I have to sometimes feel uncomfortable around my friends when it comes to you, and it just feels weird. I don't know if you're happy right now where you are. I mean, I hear stuff through the grapevine. I don't, everybody seems to, I gotta tell you, this is what people tell me. They think that you're happy, they think that you're content, but they don't know if you're really, really happy, like as happy as you can be. And I think I can make you that happy. I think I could have made you that happy back then. I thought you and I were really happy together when there were happy times. Unfortunately, it wasn't all the time. I want to do all the things we said we were never going to do, like go to the Metropolitan Museum go to museums and go to the Met and see the Philharmonic and do all those things. All this that I promised we'd do and never did because I was afraid of the big C word, the commitment word. Here's my final statement. Oh, I thought I would play with my slinky. Hold on a second. I know how much you enjoy this. This is what it's like when you and I talk on the phone, just so you know. Listen, we're going to get down to the core of everything right here. I know that sending you this tape is very unfair. I realize that, and quite frankly, I don't give a shit because all is fair in love and war. But I do. I know it's unfair. I'm playing a little dirty, and quite frankly, I'm trying to get any edge I can to get you to listen to me. If you want me to leave you alone, I'll leave you alone. I'll never, I'll stop the phone calls. I'll stop sending the cute in the mail. The video, this videotape. I'll put it all to an end. But I'm not going to let you off the hook that easy. If you want me gone, it'll be really simple. It'll take about 10 minutes of your time. If you want me gone, you have to see me face to face, and you have to tell me to my face. You have to look me right in the eye and say, Gary, it's over. I don't care about you anymore. And if you can do that, and I think you owe that to me. Quite frankly, you don't owe me anything, but I think for the time that we spent together, I think you owe that to me. And if you could do that, you'd really make me believe that it's over. I don't know that you can do that. I hope I'm trying to figure out if I made some sense. I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days. I'm in a very confused state. I miss you. I not only miss the things that we did, I miss the shit that we never got to do that we should have been doing. And I want to be, I just want to be part of it again, man. And I want you to be part of my life again. And, I just, I don't know what else to say. Think about it, please. I'm not begging now. I'm a little big and type. But I'm as close to begging as you can get. And I really want you to think about this whole tape. And the great thing about videotape is you can rewind it and watch it all over again in case you missed any of the important parts. I think we could be good together. Please think about it. Thanks.
When I was done making the tape that day, I took it out of the camera and dubbed it onto a VHS tape. Then I wrote a short note that read, "Watch this tape. Everything I need to say is on here." After mailing it off, I felt good. I felt successful. Actually, I knew I had made the tape that would make Nancy break up with her boyfriend and come running back to me. 11 years later, I didn't feel quite so successful. I sat there during the showing with a yellow legal pad over my face the entire time so the camera couldn't see me. I felt exposed and naked. This was something that I had never expected anyone to see except the person I made it for.